and welcome back to a brand new video. So I'm just going to start this video off just near the Manchester on a Friday, and what an afternoon it is today. So come and join me. We've got a few things I'll just mention also in this video, so come and join me on this one. So as we start this video off, like I said, just near the Manchester, we're going to walk past a few of the well-known hotels. So we got the Royal Seabank, Craigydon. I think that's how I pronounce it. There's a couple of things I always pronounce wrong. It's this hotel, I always pronounce it Craigydon, and Shenanigans. I think I've conquered that one. But you see, there's plenty of people out just enjoying that sunshine and just getting a bit of vitamin C. Is it vitamin C or is it vitamin D for the sun? I think it's vitamin D on a glorious day. So like I said, well, there's a few things. We're going to hop over into the town centre because there's something happening with the Marks and Spencers. Obviously everybody knows Marks and Spencers for the clothes and the luxury food. And again, you got is it the Blenheim Mounts? Some of these I cannot pronounce, and that's another good one. Again, nice seating area just outside, and then you got Vinny's and the Hotel Blue Ocean, another one. Look at that, rooms from just £30 a night. Imagine that, it's nothing, that £30 for these days. And like I said, if you don't fancy a bit of a drink on the balcony or the little terrace, shall I say, there's plenty up here. I see you got the Manchester, Markelly's, and plenty of food outlets also. You see there's Markelly's just on the corner. So I say plenty, plenty of choice at this end. So as we just cross over, like I said, there's that prime burger, and that's just £1. There's a couple of them now. Well, I think there's 3 in Blackpool. You got Chris Higgett, the prime burger. You got one also in the arcade, the newish arcade, which is opened up. So as we just shift along the promenade again, you got the Pat's Bingo. You got all the regular ones along this way. So like I said, there's plenty of attractions, and it was a little quiet yesterday, but Friday, Saturday normally gets quite busy in Blackpool. A lot of people just come for the weekends now, which, I suppose in a way you can't blame them, with work and school and all sorts. They always come, they seem to sort of come just for sort of day trips nowadays, rather than spend a long time in Blackpool like the good old days. But you see the sunshine is out, absolutely glorious day. So we're just on Chapel Street, and this whole street has seen many changes over the years. And again, we mentioned it many a times, the old shoe cellar and the amusement centre just on the other corner. That used to be the old Doctor Who exhibition. There used to be a nightclub on the corner, and there used to be a courts and a police station, and now that has gone and it's just rubble. So we're going to have a bit of a look, give you a bit of an update on that one. But what is still standing is the Stanley. You can see just coming into to focus now, and that one again great for entertainment, situated on the corner there. So just a bit of an update on the courts and the former police station, and this is what remains. You can see just piles of broken down rubble. All the rebar's been taken out. This probably been the most filmed plot of land in all of Blackpool. We've met some fantastic people. Nathan, another very, very dedicated guy, and I think he's still actually doing videos on this, giving people a bit of a update daily. And you can see, like I said, nothing is standing. So just a slightly different angle, and you can see the crusher machine is just there, just under the tree, just to the right of the tree. and you got some of the smaller machines, and then the huge machine, what brought down Blackpool Police Station, and that has been taken away onto its next job, no doubt, earning its keep. But you can see, like I said, there's nothing much left now of this one. So just outside Happy Days Amusements, and there's still a handful of people around, and then we've got that little bubble tea. You can see they've got a wonderful little seating area also, so you can have your donuts, your hot chocolate, your coffee, and just pan the camera around a little more, and you've got a little dog-friendly cafe, so you can take your dog, have your cup of tea, and like I said, just enjoy the amazing views. So just heading on that a little further, this is a great little one. Look at those little seats. They're made out of little cones, can you see that? That'd be great to have your ice cream and just sort of relax in one of those. That's unique, that one. So yeah, like I said, there's a wonderful little cake shop sprung into life on Talbot Road. So I'm going to have a quick look at that, see if we can get a few pictures inside. It looks really swish actually, and when they opened up, they did a fantastic thing. I think they gave something like 100 or 200 slices of cake out for the first ones to try it out, which is great. It's fantastic how small little businesses like that, they really do push the boat out, try to encourage people to sample the wares, and obviously they've got pride and they've got confidence in, like, for example, like the cakes or the sweets and things like that, thinking people will enjoy it so much they'll actually go back, which is great. And there's the sea life, and normally in the mornings you can see a long line along sea life madams who soar to the tower, and they try to get in first so they can really enjoy the experience. It's quite funny, like I said, you do see them all lined up in the mornings. So as we just have a bit of a walk towards the Winter Gardens, there is some news which has come out today in regards to Marks and Spencer's, and apparently they own I think in excess of 1,000, I think it's 1,047 stores as of June 2025, and there's been rumours speculating that the main one in Blackpool, you can see just coming up on the left hand side, is going to be closing down. What an absolute crying shame if that does become reality for Blackpool. Marks and Spencer is one of the well-known stores of all time. People know it for its clothes and its fine quality food, and apparently they have been approached for comment, and they said they've got nothing to say on the matter, so read in what you want in regards to that. So they've got nothing to say on the matter. So if what the rumours wasn't true, they would have probably confirmed that outright. So read into what that you will. And apparently it come from a lady in there who got told by a staff member that it will be closing, and apparently I think it's the top floor, I believe, is actually closed, and like I said, the shelves are looking, people are saying, a little bare, which is a real shame. So let me know in the comments, if the rumours are true and it does close, will you miss this iconic store? I know I will miss it. I didn't shop in there greatly, but once you're in there, there's some fantastic deals to be had, and I guess it's another sign of COVID, years later, which, and he's struggled apparently ever since, which is a real shame. Obviously it does bring quality to the area, but there is apparently there's rumours that they're going to be opening a new store at Norcross as well as closing the one down in Cleveleys. So that's a bit of a possibly sad news, so we'll see what comes of this one. So as we just have a bit of a walk past the Rose and Crown, you can see on the right hand side that's in a whole new remake, and it is quite sad. You see the towns, not just Blackpool but many towns, they've lost some huge stores, for example like Debenhams, British Home Stores, remember that one, C&A, Wilkinson's, another one gone, and Woolworths, Blockbusters, the list just goes on and on. Let me know what store you miss. Like I said, it's such a shame how town centres like I said, not just Blackpool. Blackpool is not alone. Far, far from it. Some, huge towns and cities have lost some, amazing shops and amazing stores. So we just popped onto to Talbot Road because there's a little place there. It's called Cake Box. I'm not too sure if it's open. If it is, I'll see if I can take some pictures inside. And this is the one that I was mentioning, how there was giving cakes out, and apparently it's an absolutely fantastic one. It's had, really good reviews, and it's called the Cake Box. So there it is, egg-free cake box, and like I said, that is just near the Coffee Americano, just opposite, more or less, the station pub. Go and try it. So I do hope you enjoyed tonight's video. Like I said, a little shorter than normal, but like I said, it's nice to keep everybody up to date on what is going on in Blackpool. Don't forget, we've got the fireworks in September, the light pool in October, plenty more as well. Christmas by the sea, there's an awful lot of special events coming up, and all the big ones we always try to go live on. So if you're unable to get to Blackpool, or you're just going to miss it, we'll always have you covered. So until next time, look after yourselves, take care. It's a bye from me, and it's a bye from Blackpool today. Bye bye.